Almost 2 years ago, the state of Tennessee banned drag performances in which children may be present, referring to them as adult entertainment performances. While RuPaul's Drag Race is now in its 17th season, in 1993, worlds collided when Milton Berle, Mr. Television Berle, and RuPaul were paired up to present at the MTV VMAs together. At the time, the awkward coupling seemed like nothing more than another bizarre feat of award show booking. But in hindsight, it was a moment that signaled a significant turning point, a prescient preview of things to come. In 1948, Berle was television's first superstar, often utilizing the reliable burlesque trope of putting a man in a woman's dress on his weekly series, the Texaco Star Theater. Back then, adopting the implied but never explicit characteristics of gay or trans people was reflective of an aggressively heterodominant culture. But 45 years later, what was so startling in the televised exchange between the octogenarian and the towering host of Drag Race was the palpable tension. After Uncle Milty received an appreciative laugh from the audience on how his joke was about being a straight man, he went on to follow their scripted patter about how he also used to wear gowns on TV. RuPaul then ad-libbed, "And now you wear diapers." Berle was furious, later grousing how he was blindsided by the cheap shot from Rude Paul. But that one line seemed to come from a voice of a long oppressed subculture fighting out of a corner, no longer willing to be reduced to a caricature or a sight gag. Drag was now something else, an identity to be embraced. Robin Williams' Golden Globe winning performance in Mrs. Doubtfire, which won Best Comedy in 1994, and Nathan Lane, who was nominated for Best Supporting Actor from the Screen Actors Guild for his performance in The Birdcage, which won Best Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture in 1996, are just a few examples of how the art of drag has received critical acclaim and how their work in drag had accomplished so much for its time. Well, after this review of the news from CBS from back in 2023 about the Tennessee drag law from back then, we will have an update.